Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are here again on another glorious Friday afternoon. This is Straight Shooting with Stevie Ray, the radio version. Dangerous as always, whether it's on radio, whether it's on podcast, you know what I do. And joining me today, well, I'm kind of reluctant to bring him in, but joining me today is the illustrious Mr. Oscar Hines. Oscar, how's it going today? You know, appearing on this great show with me today.
Man,
how's it going?
Let me tell you, it is great to be here. And when I'm on the most dangerous show on the air, yes. I'm trembling in my boots, but I'm excited to be with the great Stevie Ray.
Yeah, you should be. Yeah, you should be. You know what I'm saying? Hey, my partner in crime, Mr. Angel Corona, is not here today. Angel is very ill. I don't know if he has the coronavirus or not, but he's ill all the time. So, you know, that's how it goes with him, man. You know, you gotta stay in shape. You gotta eat right. You gotta say your prayers. You gotta take your vitamins. And Angel apparently hasn't been doing that, but be that as it may, I've been doing it for quite some time. And as you see, nothing out there in the wind is gonna get your boy. But you know something, man? EdgeRadio.com. If you want to see the show live, go to EdgeRadio.com. You can see the show live, and you won't be able. You know, we got some guys right now on Facebook that's kind of following us and giving us their 2 cents about what they think and things of that nature. But these are the fans, man. They follow us.
These are the fans. I love it. EdgeRadioTV.com.
EdgeRadioTV.com. You know,
well,
I always leave that out. Why, I don't know.
Man, that's awesome. So how's everything been going since the last time you were on live with us, Stevie?
Well,
What's been going on?
You know, I got a lot of things going on. You know, a lot of things pop up with this election. And as you well know, I'm out there in the wind doing my best that I can for a few candidates. I will not say their names on the show today because they haven't given me, they haven't paid me yet.
They haven't paid you. They haven't paid you.
So your boy's out there in the wind, but I can't come in and just throw their names out there.
Now
but,
we got a live audience here, right, folks?
Hey,
how you doing?
We got a live audience today. You know? So I don't want to sway anything, but anybody out there listening, you know, you know what I do and who I'm working with. But that's what I've been doing, man. Matter of fact, I got a thing tomorrow over at the Houston Community College West Campus. Now, you're going to love this.
Okay.
Then you might hate it. I'm not 100% sure.
All right.
I don't even know if I love it or hate it.
Okay.
But I got to be there because, you know, I'm committed. And, you know, I work with HCC.
Yes.
I work with a lot of young people, you know, like Dakota over there, you know?
Yes.
Dakota, what's going on? Hey, man, you know, it is what it is, and it's going to be what it's going to be. You already know that.
Already.
But, hey, man, I appreciate you producing the show today. You know, as usual, we can't count on Vince, but be that as it may, you know, we always got somebody to take its place. Well, you know what I got to go to in the morning at 9 o'clock, Oscar? I'll share this with you.
Uh-huh.
I got to go to a concert.
Okay.
Can you believe this?
Okay, well.
At 9 o'clock in the morning.
A concert at 9 a.m. That's
Yes.
an early one. Now, what kind of music are they going to be rocking for?
I'm not 100% sure. This is kind of like a revolutionary thing because of the coronavirus. It is a drive-in concert.
Wow.
That everybody stays in their car.
Okay.
I don't know if you let the windows down. But I don't know, it was like the old drive-in movies
Right.
when you put the gimmick.
Right, you put that deal on your window.
You know, and then forget to drive off.
That's old school.
You know,
that's old school right there.
I don't know if it's that. I'm going to find out when I get there.
But
Miss Preta Stallworth, and you've met her at the old radio station from HCC. She's doing this for her seniors, and I got to make an appearance there. But I think this is revolutionary. What do you think about that, man?
Man, I like the idea. People are getting creative, but I'm just wondering, if you're at a concert, you want to jam to the music, you want to feel it. So I don't know if you can pipe it into the stereo in your car, but if not, you got to have them windows open, sunroof open, and something, right?
You know, I'll find out when I get there, and next week on the show, I'll talk about the experience.
Yes.
I might even take some video of it, you know?
Yeah, that'd be cool.
So I said I might. I'm not 100%. You know, I'm getting ready. You know, I bring this up, and this might be a good episode to do it. On my Patreon channel, I'm getting ready to start a new venture. It's going to be called Where's Stevie Ray?
Okay.
And what I'm going to do is take the camera with me, whether it's my phone camera or a buddy of mine who's going to be tagging along and taping me, videoing me as I go out and do my ventures.
Nice.
Now, I've been debating with myself. Should I start with the drive-through concert? But I wouldn't be able to converse with anyone because everybody's in the car.
Right. You're right.
But I guess I can put the camera on myself and say, hey, gang, look at me. You know, I'm watching the concert. I don't know how people really take to that, and it's like, well, Stevie Ray do some dumb stuff, or this ain't too cool. You're just talking to yourself, Stevie. You didn't go out and. But it is what it is. But I was thinking about it.
Yeah.
You know, maybe I might tape it, edit it up.
Okay.
If it's good, use it.
Well, yeah. I mean, I think it's an interesting concept. I mean, so it's new, it's innovative.
Mm-hmm.
People are trying to find creative ways. So you might inspire somebody who couldn't have a concert and say, hey, that's an idea that we could put forth. So, you know, Stevie Ray fans are gonna have to think outside the box.
That's
so
true.
That might be worth doing, letting some folks see what that is.
Well, you know, that's what when I was telling you I'm out there in the streets. This is one of the things I'm going to be doing tomorrow. And, you know, it is what it is, and I have to do what I have to do because I am committed. You know that.
Yes.
I'm committed.
So now, Stevie, if you had like sort of the ideal thing, the Stevie on the streets type of thing, what would that look like? If you could just have whatever you wanted in terms of a venue, what would you want the fans and the viewers to be checking out?
You know something, man? I'm working on so many things right now that this coronavirus has really, really put a damper on a lot of things that I had going, you know, creatively this year. And right now I'm kind of in limbo because certain things just can't happen because of restrictions.
Right.
But that's why I really agree with you when you say people have to think outside the box. And when you think outside the box, man, you can always come up with something very creative that most people are not doing and most people, you know, haven't thought of and things of that nature. I kind of pride myself on being one of those kind of people. But right now, I'm so dug in with, you know, with my podcasting, this, and so many other things. You know, I'm podcasting all week long now. Because podcasting is money in it if you know how to do it. So I put a lot of time into making sure the podcasting pays off. And it's starting to pay off little by little. And it can't do nothing but grow from here on and here out. But, you know, with the elections now and with all the... It's just hard for me to get a grasp on things right now because of all the civil unrest. And all the this side and that side, and no, everybody's so it's a mean spirit in the air to me.
Yeah.
Just a mean spirit in the air.
So
and
what do you think is perpetrating that meanness right now?
Well, you know, I don't really like to get into my conspiracy theories because people call me a conspiracy theorist. Well, I don't know. But you know what I believe in? I believe in conspiracy fact. I'm not one to let the government tell me what to think. I'm not one to let the government tell me how things went down. I am one to go out and do my due diligence and find out things for myself, and I will come to a conclusion with that. Because if you ask me, if you really study the last 100 years of everything in this country, you can come to a conclusion that nothing happens by accident. And I'm not the one that said that. Colonel L. Fletcher Prouty said that in his writings. This is a man that goes all the way back to World War II. And he's seen how things have transpired from 1940 to the day he died, which was in the late 90s, I think, if I'm not mistaken. So I do a lot of his readings. And I firmly believe that nothing on this earth happens by accident. So when we see things as we perceive them today, I just honestly believe nothing just gets up in the morning and all of a sudden, boom, everything's blowing up and burning down. Right. Somebody's behind it. Who? That can be debated. But I posted something on my Facebook that got a lot of hits last week. What I posted was, I don't give a damn if you're black or white. I look at things in this manner. Be either good or bad. Make a choice. Be either good or bad. I don't care what race you are. You're either a good person or you're not.
I like that. I like that.
And
yeah. No. Apparently you guys like it too. Awesome. I like that. Wow.
Dakota, don't give me the finger.
I gave you 3 of them.
Oh, okay. You gave me 3. I thought you gave me 1. No, I was just kidding, Dakota. But yeah.
So nothing's either. It's not about race. It's about whether you're doing the right thing or the wrong thing in your mind.
Yeah, because you know what? I do another podcast. Remember I told you a podcast all week. I do 2 on one day sometimes. Well, most of the time, Thursdays. Me and a friend of mine, Vince Russo, who's actually been helping me out. When I told him I wanted to get into this on a serious basis, he's been doing it for about 5 years now. So he gave me the whole criteria, how to set up everything, so on and so forth. And then he came to me and said, Stevie, I want to do a show with you. And I'm like, why you want to do a show with me? I mean, because he used to be a writer back when I was a professional wrestler. And we became friends. And he wanted to do a show with me. I said, okay, what kind of show you want to do? He said, well, I listened to your podcast and you're always talking about this, that, and the other. This was another podcast I used to do called Wrestling with History. And what me and my partner did, he was a history major, I was a wrestler. So we call it Wrestling with History.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
That's cool, yeah.
Yeah, but it was on the production end, great material, but on the production end, not up to what I thought the standards would be, so I wanted to branch out and do something else. So he used to listen to a few clips. He listened to a few clips, really liked it, and he was like, I want to do something similar to that because I want to stop talking about pro wrestling, talk about other things. And I think you can help me with that. So that's how we started the show. And the show on his brand was a lot of different guys under his brand that's doing podcasting, me being one of them. This is the #1 show on his brand.
Wow. I love that. Wow. So it kicked up pretty fast.
And I think he owes me more money.
That's right.
I think I'm gonna have to go up.
Hey, it's got to be you making the ratings go up, man. That's
to the point where, as a person emailed me the other day and said, "Please, can I get you on a one-on-one consulting?"
Oh, nice.
I'm like, wait a minute, dog. I mean, you know what I mean? I do a little public speaking, but it's usually in front of young people. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I'll see where that's going. But people love the show because we don't stand on one side and we don't stand on the other side. It's not just about black people. It's not just about white people. It's about all of that and everything in between, and coming to a medium of understanding.
Yes. Isn't that cool? That's awesome. Well, what I admire about you, Stevie, is you're a combination of brains and brawn. You're
That's
deep.
an insult.
You're a deep thinker.
That's an insult.
I insulted. How did I insult you?
Brawn. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't talking about the paper towels.
I pride myself on being an intellectual, and you call me brawn. I mean, come on, man. No, I appreciate that. I appreciate it. No, I'm a person that's been around the world twice, and I've learned a lot of things, and I see things a little different than even a lot of my friends. I always tell them, man, you ain't been where I've been, and you ain't seen what I've seen. So I look at the country of which I live in, the people of which I'm around, I look at it a little different.
Right.
Because my world been a little different than a lot of my buddies. You know what I'm saying? And no disrespect to them, but I understand, people that have been out there, seen it, did it, learned it, then they bring that home. It's a difference. And man, I can't help the way I am, but it is what it is. But ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a break right now. This is the world's most dangerous radio show, and we call it Straight Shooting with Stevie Ray. And we will be right back. Edge TV Radio, right back.
The Natural Nation Network is really about taking control of your health physically, spiritually, emotionally, even intellectually, because there's so much out there in misinformation. There's a lot of people now that are suffering from all sorts of diseases that they really wouldn't have to suffer for if they had better information. And that's what we're here to do. Provide information that can save lives.
The mind and the body are totally connected.
Health can be really serious, and sometimes we just have to lighten it up a little bit while we're still providing substantive information. And my sort of mantra on the salsa dance floor is kind of similar. I tell somebody, if you make a mistake twice, it becomes a move. Okay?
Tune into Natural Nation every Tuesday at 11 a.m.
Are you a small business owner concerned about the downturn in the economy? Top business leaders like Mattress Mac and Warren Buffett will tell you that now is the time to promote your business more than ever. People need your services. Your business needs an edge. Learn about special advertising packages for small businesses right here on Edge Radio. Find out more, give us a call at 281-744-0446. That's 281-744-0446. Edge, because truth still matters.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. The world's most dangerous radio show. Slightly less than the podcast, but dangerous nonetheless. Straight Shooting with Stevie Ray. EdgeRadioTV.com, and we are back. Oscar, you were saying something to me about a conversation we were having about the coronavirus.
Yes.
A few months back. Frankly, I don't remember what I said, but
Man, what I'll tell you, that the main thing you said that I liked, and you said it just a moment ago, Stevie. You don't believe in group think. You do not believe in group think. You believe in this idea that we have to think for ourselves,
yes,
investigate, and the points you were making about what was happening with the virus and how it was the trajectory of it.
Right.
There were some things that were just not lining up, that didn't make sense.
And now, if you remember, back when the coronavirus, we were just going through lockdown. And some of the things that people were saying was, people are dying, people are getting sick, so on and so forth. They can't politicize this. What are they doing right now?
Oh, exactly. That's
It's been politicized.
To an insane degree. People are determining your political affiliation whether you wear a mask or not,
Right?
Which is crazy.
But the thing is, when you put emotion into anything, once you get emotional, your intellect goes out the window. Common sense is something that we don't give as much value as we should give to. So if you are emotionally ingrained with something, it is old as the crucifixion. You will ride with that. That is why you see people disagreeing and fighting over things that mean nothing. Do you know the Patriot Act was written way before 9/11 happened? Who questions that?
That's interesting. Wow. So someone had an agenda to put that act into place.
I'm just putting it out there.
And ladies and gentlemen, for those of you who don't know, that Patriot Act, which was enacted after 9/11, essentially removed a lot of our freedom of choice rights. They could go into your house without a warrant or search. They could search and seizure. All of that can happen under the Patriot Act.
Now, why don't more people know that, and why don't people protest that?
Wow. Interesting.
That is your constitutional rights.
Yes. Now, I heard something. I just want to interject because I'm an old guy, so I might forget this. I heard this yesterday, and it blew my mind. And it's in line with what you just are saying. They said that in England right now, in London, they are looking to pass legislation where if someone in their own home, on their own device, says something controversial or questionable, they are subject to arrest.
Right.
So now your freedom of expression
Is that something?
is being taken.
And a lot of, if you read the Patriot Act, a lot of those things in there are like that too. Whereas they can listen to your conversations, look at your emails. If you are suspected of being something toward the country.
Yes.
Or combatant.
Yes.
Okay. Well, what if somebody misuses that and just do it on GP?
That's right.
Who polices the police?
That's right. Exactly.
Who polices the government?
Exactly.
Another government? Really?
Yeah.
You ain't got enough aircraft carriers to govern me.
That's right. That's right.
You ain't got enough F-1 fighters to govern me. So what you gonna do? I'm gonna leave you alone. Do what you do. Because slowly but surely, it might start in one place, but it goes everywhere.
Right.
So what are we looking at? I brought up the Patriot Act because, to me, that is something that people always bring up the flag and how people have died for that flag. Well, you also have died for your rights and your civil rights and your constitutional rights. And people are putting their hands on Bibles for oath to uphold them.
Right. Right.
But you give up your freedoms and go with the Patriot Act because you didn't know someone had already written it before 9/11 happened.
Wow.
Which said, the government said, we're going to protect you from terrorists.
Yeah. So
some guys in Afghanistan.
Right.
And 72 Toyota pickup trucks. And you're afraid of them.
Right. Right.
Oh.
Right.
Then you see police departments being militarized. Little.
Right.
Little.
That's right.
By little.
Right.
By little.
Am
I the only one that sees this?
No, it's apparent, and it's the way a boa constrictor operates. You know, every time someone exhales, the boa constrictor constricts a little more, and he waits for him to exhale, and he just keeps. It's a gradual stifling of our civil liberties.
So what I'm saying, you mix it all up and see what's happening in the last 20 years. 2001, 2020. Look at how much it changed. We fighting amongst each other.
Yeah.
That's what someone wants.
That's exactly right.
As long as you fighting over there. Anybody ever see the Will of the Boss? Anybody ever see the Will of the Boss?
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? You see that big man that was on the screen?
That's right.
Making all that noise?
That's right. That's right.
He was behind the curtain.
Exactly.
So while they were fighting, trying to do this, the man was right behind them.
Right.
Pay no attention to that man behind the curtain, you know?
Yes.
Someone will say, I don't know what that means, dog.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
No.
I don't know what that means. Oh, I'm pulling this curtain, dog, you know?
That's right.
those subliminal messages, if people look at them and learn from them.
Mhm.
That's just me.
Mhm.
That's just me.
No, you're spot on. Yeah. I mean, as you say that, I love what Les Brown says. He says today's in society, we have become victims of mass distraction.
Yes.
And it is being put in such a way where look at the birdie over here
Mhm.
while they're picking your pocket over there. You know, I was explaining to my kids, trying to give them some sense of civil understanding,
Mhm.
what happened in 2008 when the market fell out. And I said the financial institutions made a calculated decision
Mhm.
to overextend themselves in the
Yes.
mortgage industry, and they watched it crash, and they were so arrogant that they said they're going to have to bail us out.
Mhm.
And then when they got the bailout, they went and did a buyback on their own stock
Right.
that had depreciated and waited for it to go up, and they made more billions of dollars.
That is the way you
Oh,
rob
God.
a society.
Exactly.
Did anybody see Die Hard?
Yeah. That's right.
He made it look like one thing, but at the end of the day,
Mhm.
it was plain everyday robbery.
Exactly.
If it wasn't for John McClane, he would have got away with it.
Right. That's right.
No, I'm just saying, if you see little things, and I love to go to movies when I'm trying to explain something, because people see them and just look at the movie for what it was.
Mhm.
What was the movie really saying?
Mhm.
Well, they can tell you what they want you to think, but if you look behind it, maybe that was one guy's way of writing something to make people understand.
Mhm.
You
Mhm.
never know.
Yes.
Just never know.
Yes.
So that's why I bring up things like The Wizard of Oz.
Yeah.
Things like Die Hard.
Mhm.
Because at the end of the day, it's a lesson there.
That's right.
But
That's right.
sometimes we don't get the lesson because we concentrate on the minute things. And everybody's kicked off about minute things. At the end of the day, man, when it comes to, a lot of my friends get on me because I don't look at presidents the same way other people look at presidents. The forefathers made sure that a president can only have so much power. But we all look at presidents as the person that's got Adolf Hitler type power.
Right. Ultimate. Correct. Yeah.
We don't even supposed to think like that. We're supposed to hold our politicians accountable. The word dissension means something if it's put in the right perspective.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's good in it when it's used the right way. But we have been brainwashed to feel as though politicians know all and believe everything they say. If it's coming from the mainstream media, they must be with it.
Right. That's right.
You see how they sold a war to us?
Yeah. Oh.
How many people have died from that war?
Exactly.
1.5 million children
Yeah.
in another country has died from that war. Who grieves for them? Because you've been told not to care. You've been brainwashed not to care. I've been to the Middle East. I care.
Yes.
I see it differently. Okay. How many of our soldiers have died? We don't even know these wars are still going on because it's not on television anymore. Barack Obama said he was going to stop these wars. Did he? I got a problem with that.
Right.
Barack Obama said he was going to shut down Gitmo. Did he? I got a problem with that.
Yeah. That's right.
So I want to hold him accountable.
Yeah.
And just by the mere fact that we're not talking about them anymore, they're still happening. We still got soldiers. Do you know 4 soldiers commit suicide a day?
Wow.
Who cares about them?
Wow.
Who grieves about them?
Yeah.
And that's why when people talk about that flag, talking about the flag is one thing. Talking about what that flag stands for is another. So if you're going to stand by our troops and our military, you got to stand by them if their worst moment.
Yes.
So no, what do we see? Selfishness. Yeah, I care about myself.
Mm-hmm.
Care about some airplanes flying over.
Mm-hmm.
A B-1 bomber.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool. I'd have been at the Indy 500 and seen it.
Mm-hmm.
I'd have been at the Super Bowl and I seen it.
Mm-hmm.
At the end of the day, what changed?
That's right.
We all had to pay for the fuel in those airplanes.
That's true.
So That's what I'm talking about, man. Then everybody don't know that even football, they pay. The military is paid for those advertising and stuff like that to be on the most highly rated shows in the world. Got nothing against that. That's democracy. That's capitalism. Be that as it may. But if we're going to sit and argue about this, that, and the other, who's kneeling, who's not, but yet at the end of the day, your emotions get involved and you forget about the big picture.
Yeah.
I myself do not let my emotions get involved in things that are so minute and I can't do anything about.
Mm-hmm.
I won't do it because now you're controlling my mind.
Right.
You're telling me to do something toward a certain guy, this certain guy, this group of people, blah, blah, blah. Y'all get at it.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all arguing about it.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like two dogs in the backyard fighting over a piece of meat.
Right. That's right. That's right. But it's a big distraction, man.
Yes.
You hit it on the head. It is all a distraction to keep us away from what's really, really happening right now.
Questioning our government and holding them accountable.
Yes.
Because you brought up 2008 when the stock market crashed. Who profited from it? I brought up 9/11. Who profited from it? Osama bin Laden? Huh? No.
He got pulled out of a hole.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Anybody seen the poppy seeds in Afghanistan? See how they've grown over the years? Anybody seen that?
You're right.
I mean, how many banks got to wash that money?
Yeah. Yeah.
Now I can't say that.
Yeah.
But I wish people would just take notice to certain things. Pat Tillman, I'm a football guy. Pat Tillman, you remember him?
Mm-hmm.
He was a NFL safety, Cardinal, that he and his brother went into the military, became special forces. He got killed, and they politicized all of that, and they didn't have to. He was already a hero. And then said he got killed by, the Taliban. He was stuck up on the mountain, and he couldn't get out of the way. And blah blah blah. And then the doctors examined. He got 3 bullets in his head. Taliban, that good a marksman? Oh, wait a minute. The bullets was from close range. Huh? Wow. Oh, your own buddies killed you. And they can't shoot either. But at the end of the day, his family stayed diligently on that, and they finally got the truth out of him, or what they perceive as the truth. Pat Tillman was writing everything that happened to him when he went over there, and he said everything over here is a lie. Everything over here is criminals. United States shouldn't be here, this, that, and the other. When he went to Baghdad and when he went to Afghanistan, he was chronicling all of this stuff. I'm just putting it out there.
Wow.
Maybe somebody didn't want him to come home and say what was going on.
So friendly fire might have got to him. But what's interesting is Pat Tillman would have had a hell of a platform to speak from.
Now you see what I'm saying.
He would have come back here and he would have gotten the press's attention.
Exactly.
Man, that's interesting.
I'm just throwing it out there.
I didn't put those two pieces together.
But hey, ladies and gentlemen, this is Edge TV Radio. This is Straight Shooting with Stevie Ray, the world's most dangerous podcast. And we're going to take a break for a minute, and we will be right back.
The Natural Nation Network is really about taking control of your health physically, spiritually, emotionally, even intellectually, because there's so much out there in misinformation. There's a lot of people now that are suffering from all sorts of diseases that they really wouldn't have to suffer for if they had better information. And that's what we're here to do. Provide information that can save lives.
The mind and the body are totally connected.
Health can be really serious, and sometimes we just have to lighten it up a little bit while we're still providing substantive information.
And my sort of mantra on the salsa dance floor is kind of similar. I tell somebody, if you make a mistake twice, it becomes a move. Okay.
Tune into Natural Nation every Tuesday at 11 a.m.
Between the ages of 0 and 5, a child's mind is very impressionable. Researchers call it the theta brainwave. This low frequency is the state of consciousness between the conscious and subconscious worlds. In this state, the mind is capable of deep and profound learning, healing, and growth. There is a subconscious loop that's created during these early years. Who you believe you are has been downloaded based on experiences that you have had. A bad experience could create fears and limitations. Do you love who you are? Do you believe in yourself? The reality is that you can't control your childhood. All you can do is interpret it. You can choose to see your good and your value. Try this experiment. Project forward. See yourself at 80 years old. Now you have lived a lifetime. What advice would you have for your younger self? What risks would you have taken? What relationships would you have avoided? Did you celebrate life? Did you allow yourself to feel, to be present? Your 80-year-old self would tell you to not live in fear, to have faith that things will work out, that all you have to do is persist until you succeed. Your 80-year-old self would tell you to stay healthy, to take care of your body. And it would ultimately tell you to share your gifts with the world.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are back again. This is Straight Shooting with Stevie Ray, the world's most dangerous radio show. And we have been doing what we do right here on edgeradiotv.com. You know, Oscar, we're going into, I have to do an abbreviated show today because I got some other things going on. And a lot of people don't know I have the great the great Butch Reed. Butch Reed is going to be on the show tonight. And I've been trying to get him on for the last 2 days, and that has been a whirlwind. I'm going to go back and try it again today. Go back and that's my dedication. That's how dedicated I am.
You're committed, but you were here, man, and we appreciate it. Don't you guys appreciate Stevie showing up today? This is awesome, man. And you know what? I like to say, Steve, when I come on with you, man, I like to mix it up and dig deep. And man, you dive right in there. I appreciate that.
That's what Edge Radio is about, man. Edge Radio is about taking it to the edge, man. But don't jump off. But take it to the edge. Get as close as you can possibly get.
Yes.
Don't hold on to me if you fall overboard. You know what I'm saying? But that's what we do, and that's what I like, man. And that's why I like having a medium like this, and having a medium in my podcasting that I take very, very seriously, and learning as much as I possibly can, man. And I just hope, I'm seeing all this stuff, on social media about, if Donald Trump is elected, this is going to happen. If Joe Biden is elected, this is going to happen. What kind of country do we live in now? This is crazy. To even have that mindset, this is crazy.
Right.
Respect the president, regardless if you voted for him or not. When did things become how much vitriol we have over two guys? And if you ask me, and I don't care who's listening, that don't give a damn about most people.
Yeah. Y'all agree with that?
I ain't fighting for nobody that don't really give a damn. I mean, you can play the part, that you give a damn about somebody. But everybody, if you look at history, everybody that actually gave a damn about somebody didn't make it out of his house the next day, so he got his head blown off.
Wow. You know what? That's true. You're spot on.
When people really care,
yeah,
you know,
mm-hmm.
you might not make it.
We see that in the medical industry.
Yes.
You know, all of a sudden someone comes up with a cure for something and
Right.
they are gone.
Right.
They disappear.
I mean, I'm not saying everybody, but I'm just saying people that really wanted to make change, but make change whereas they go outside of what that system.
Right. Right.
If you want to make change, you got to make change within the system. And the system might not be ready for you to change nothing.
Yeah. That's right. Well, that's what I see with politicians. They come in with noble intentions.
Right.
Then they become part of the problem, not the solution, because they become part of the machinery.
Because I just honestly believe years and years ago, and tell me if you agree with this. Years and years ago, when someone left his area in politics to go represent his state, he did what he had to do when he came home. And then the next guy went and represented the state.
Right.
Now the guy leaves and goes and represents. He never comes home.
That's right. That's right.
Now you're a career politician.
Exactly.
So are you for the people of which you represent, or are you for the party of which you stand for?
That's right. That's right. That's right. No, you're exactly right. Term limits should be implemented. Man, you got what was Strom Thurmond?
Yes.
This guy served 60 years,
Yes.
and he was a KKK guy.
Yeah, and he died in office.
He died in office.
I mean, come on, dog. It's like, wait a minute, brother. It's time for you to take a leave of absence.
That's right.
Permanently.
That's right.
You know, get some young guys in here.
Exactly. But people talk about Joe Biden, same thing. 47 years in office.
Hey, look. Joe Biden, I'm telling you right now, he talks a good game. He talks a good game. But I don't trust him.
Okay.
He's a politician.
Yeah.
Career politician.
Right.
But be that as it may, man, that's the system that we have. And I'm tired of the same people that has allegiance to certain other people. This is not England, and this is not one of these governments where, you know, the same family runs everything.
Yeah, the
I'm
monarchy.
tired of seeing that, brother.
Right.
I'm
right.
tired of it.
Yeah.
Bill Clinton, here come his wife, Hillary Clinton.
Right.
Now they buddy, Joe Biden. I mean, come on, dog. This is worse than pro wrestling, man. I can't make this up. You know what I'm saying?
talk about nepotism.
Yeah. This is pro wrestling 101,
That's right.
man.
That's right. That's right.
But hey, man, you know, I appreciate it coming in today. I hope, you know, we did an abbreviated show. I really have a lot more to talk about, but man, you know, we got to bottle the edges, and for everybody out there that's watching on Facebook and everybody in the audience, man, this is Straight Shooting with Stevie Ray. Any important thoughts?
Well, yeah, Stevie. So before you go, I want the audience, live studio audience, is out here, but I want you guys to know this evening we are going to be doing the Fall Jazz Festival right here at Edge Radio. So if you are in or around the Midtown area, come out to 415 West Gray. That's Midtown Bar and Grill. We're going to have a beautiful jazz singer out there. She's going to be doing her thing. The weather is perfect. I understand we got a happy hour and margaritas to die for.
Oh,
so,
wow.
hey, it's going to be a party. Are you all ready to party a little bit? It's happy hour, right?
Nothing but a party.
So we gonna kick it up a little bit. I wish you could stay around for that.
Oh, man, I wish I could too, man. But duty calls, and then after that, I've been ripping and running all day, bro. Duty calls, and I got to get ready for this car concert in the morning also.
Yes,
man.
yeah, the car concert.
This car concert, man.
Anyway, well, man, you can
we'll
pull
get
up
that
on your
before.
motorcycle, man. You know, you pull up with that, you're
Well,
gonna be
I've been on my
surrounded by
motorcycle
sound.
today. Then I had to take it to a buddy of mine's shop on the north side. I had to leave it over there because he's taking it apart